some of you are probably familiar with Shakespeare. Honestly, if you're listening, to this,
he's an obscure writer from the Middle Ages.
You might even like him.
He's supposed to have done some things in his time.
When I was in high school, I thought he was kind of lame. I'm being honest with you. And then in college, I thought he was even lamer, honestly. Because there's like one of his stories is like a Summer Night's Dream or something.
Midsummer Night Dream.
Yeah, Midsummer Dream. I don't know. And there was fairies and there was people dancing in the woods and stuff. And I was like, this isn't for me. But I watched a movie with Michael Fassbender. You're a big fan of him.
I do. I like him.
Marion Cotillard, which I think I'm mispronouncing. It's French. She's in The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, I love her. She was also in the one movie. I can't remember. Was it called Outbreak? But it was about a
Contagion.
Yeah,
she's really fucking good in that.
She's good in that. Yeah,
really good in that.
Well, she was male, wasn't she, in Inception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah. I thought you were saying she was male, like you got male.
Oh.
No, like the other type of male, and I was like,
no, I know.
I know. YouTube really doesn't like.
You're gonna get a joke right.
Even if you just mention that someone is that, like that they're more than meets the eye. That's people get upset. And if you're listening to this and you did get upset,
we're not trying.
Look in the mirror.
No, don't. But
punch yourself in the face as hard as you can.
We are not.
We're accepting of nobody.
We don't like anybody. We make fun of everybody. So it's not personal.
Yeah, I hate the Irish.
You always have.
I've made that known.
I think it's their food, right? Is that what it is?
I had a bad bag of barbecue potato chips.
Potato,
yeah. And if you can't grow potato, if you're having a potato famine, maybe you're just not.
Time to leave the country.
You're just not good at anything, really.
Well, I mean, nothing.
If the Russians can make potatoes to have such a surplus that they make alcohol with it, which, by the way, not to get too off track, Irish whiskey is made from
Irish people.
What is it made from? Honey and wheat.
Probably.
Okay, so a country is known for potatoes, and they don't make vodka first, or become famous for vodka, is kind of proof of Russia. Things that
they're not
maybe they're not a good type of people.
Not too many Nobel laureates out of Ireland.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
I mean, I don't know. You guys,
they make alcohol out of everything.
Grapes. Fucking.
That's like pretty. But I mean,
potatoes.
Oh, it's like camel
wheat,
milk and
barley,
probably rocks.
Yeah, countries. I bet if you fucking fermented your piss long enough, it would turn into alcohol.
Perhaps add a little sugar to it.
Yeah,
sugar.
There is fermentation kits. There's this. This is a very obscure internet thing where if you're online as much as I am, you're aware of this guy. Otherwise, you will never encounter this personality. Is this guy, he's homeless without actually being homeless. He just has the vibe and the look.
Mm-hmm.
His name is like Cobra FPS or something like that.
Yeah.
All of his teeth are rotting out of his head. He's very mentally ill and just live streams himself all the time. He's pretty entertaining stuff.
Yeah.
As you would imagine.
Sure.
Like a day in the life of like a complete schizomaniac. And he ferments shit, except he like doesn't give it enough time. So he's just drinking like per sip probably like 100 grams of sugar. It's like Mountain Dew fermentation kit. So he has like Mountain Dew, honey, pours sugar into it, and you have to give it like a month to turn into alcohol. He gives it like a couple days, and he's like, let's try this mead. And it's like, that's why your fucking teeth are rotting out of your head, dude.
It's just sugar.
Like, you're
Dickhead.
literally, I don't think it might be more healthy to take pure sugar and just eat that than whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But Macbeth, I used to think Shakespeare was super lame, maybe effeminate, maybe foofy, until I watched this movie, which was just this week, and it's fucking badass.
What actually is, and I told you I was gonna tell you how I never read it, but apparently they have graphic novels that they give the kids
In schools?
in schools. Yeah, because I'm a sub teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like, who publishes them?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I read it because I literally read it in like 12 minutes. I mean, and so you
got the whole story. And
yeah, I mean, they say anything to get a kid to read. Just so
true.
I mean, it was interesting.
Give me the story beats you can remember from that, because I have no clue how close this is to the source material. It could be like.
All right. Okay.
The language seemed very authentic to Shakespeare.
Macbeth. Crap.
He's a warrior, like a lord.
Yeah,
type.
he's an aristocracy, whatever. Kills the king
Of Scotland.
Yes, and then becomes king.
Does the son flee after the murder?
Yes.
Okay.
And then raises an army, comes back. There's a prophecy about
the three witches.
Yeah.
Or then it's pretty.
And
at least what I watched is actually. Yeah, I forget the guy's. It's not the son. The son informs the guy who kills him. I can't remember his name. It's like McTaggart.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But that guy, he was played by a badass actor in the movie. Cool fucking cast. The king is played by David Thewlis, who, if you've seen him enough, you just know this guy's cool. Trying to think he's in Harry Potter. He's in this movie called Naked by Mike Leigh, who's an English director that's very good, and Naked is like a masterpiece. And the movie is a masterpiece because David Thewlis' performance is one of the best performances of all time. The kid, just look up David Thewlis, THEWLIS, I believe. The kid from, he's not a kid, but Midsummer, the guy who gets in the bear costume, plays the son of the king. Couldn't tell you.
Is Denzel Washington in this?
No, that's The Tragedy of Macbeth by the Coen brothers. I want to watch that now. I think it's in black and white. But, I mean, I'm a fan of that story.
Is it David Tennant? Was it 2015?
Yes.
All right. Fassbender.
I
love Marion Cotillard.
Marion Cotillard.
I think she's just the prettiest darn woman.
He thinks he's the belle of the ball. Yeah. She's very good. Oh, yeah. Does it mention in the graphic novel that the wife is very instrumental in also convincing Macbeth to go forward with this plot?
Yes, and that's, we ever heard someone refer to as Lady Macbeth as a manipulative woman, or kind of like a manipulative person behind the scenes.
I always thought Macbeth was a woman.
No.
So,
well, Lady Macbeth is.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. But I mean, Macbeth is a woman's name. Macbeth could have also be a woman's name.
Mac means son of.
I don't fucking speak that Gaelic. shit
I
ton
Gaelic in
language.
Middle school. It was good.
You Gaelic?
Well, I flunked the class, but I know it now. I still kind of. The Druids, I can talk.
You
like
just get drunk and slur your words, and that's Gaelic for you.
Yeah.
That's life. Anywho, yeah, I always thought Macbeth was about a chick, so I never watched it. But it was about war and revenge and manipulations, and don't know why.
Some intrigue.
Yeah, there's a tyrant. It's the story of the paranoid, crazy tyrant king. And what I realized at the end of this movie is that, yes, Shakespeare's language is descriptive in a way that maybe no one else was during that time. So he gets credit for that. But I think I uncovered the bottom line premises. Like, what's the essence of the story of Romeo and Juliet? And what's the essence of Hamlet?
Yeah.
And then Macbeth. It's like they became not... Would it be a trope? I don't think a trope, but like one of those classic story beats for you to follow.
Sure. It is.
The formulas for not every story, but classic stories to follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
The corrupt tyrant leader. A good man becomes a bad person because of greed. Which is like, that's the Wolf of Wall Street, is Macbeth. It's like he has maybe different inspirations, and it's not like it's foretold, but he's a modest man who wants success and becomes the king of the mountain only to fall back to earth very ungracefully.
Correct.
It's like, that's every rise and fall story. That's in Macbeth tells it about as good as any, and maybe as early as any.
It's a scoundrel. Well, yeah, it's a. Did he start out? Was he a good person, or because it seems like
he seemed like a very good, the king loved him.
Okay.
And it could have been for selfish reasons, but they actually make the king seem like a good king.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks to he had a lot of character. I'm sure Macbeth. And then he sees the witches, and it's like he sees that there's the fate is for him to be someone of power.
Yeah.
And once he can envision the crown being put upon his head, he can't. Yeah. The life of modesty can no longer.
No, you can't. For some, people, for that particular person, he couldn't. He wanted it. Most people probably would, to be honest.
Yeah. I just and then forbidden love, that's Romeo and Juliet. I can't put it into words, but it's like he has created the essence of the story, like these simplistic things that the plot is built around, that are just
a great storyteller.
Yeah, but I'm never going to be able to put it to words the way I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But those nuggets, I don't know if he's the first person to do it, but to me he is, because I don't fucking know. I haven't read, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't want to.
Not the old.
So he gets credit for it.
Well, I mean, he wrote so many.
Yeah. And it's that, he's probably the earliest author that's still adapted. I mean, unless you want to talk about the Bible, which, I mean, that's not one author.
Adapted very often.
True. Very infrequently. But
no, but you're right. Yeah. Yeah. That they, or they do kind of, they don't completely mimic Romeo and Juliet, but it's the essence of it is, West Side Story is Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he gets credit for it. And if you're smarter about literature, break it down for me. Because I don't know he's the guy who wrote so much that so many of those stories are from his stuff.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't tell you any fucking author pre whatever he is.
Maybe
like
Canterbury Tales is the only thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton, but of ones that are fairly well known of authors.
If you asked me who wrote Canterbury Tales, I would have said Shakespeare.
No,
I don't know, and I will never know.
Maybe it might be in an Aesop's Fables,
Arabian Nights, maybe. Are
You
familiar with that?
I am.
That might be older.
That's one, but it's an old one too.
Noah's Ark. Ever heard of it?
I've heard of that.
But yeah, so
it's a ride at the amusement park, isn't it?
You should. I don't know if you like Shakespeare, you should take this as a win because I'm probably.
What is the language
of Arabian Nights?
No, of Macbeth. Is it?
They do
old
speak.
English?
That it's Old English to me. I mean, it's not normal speak, but I could understand parts. I mean, there were parts where I'm like, I don't
know what he's saying.
So I think it's probably like they've maybe found a happy medium, but I mean, I'm the wrong guy to ask. I didn't read it, and I was never.
Geoffrey Chaucer wrote Canterbury Tales.
Yeah, I mean that's
extremely well known.
That guy's definitely post Shakespeare. You can just tell by his name. But I gave it a 4 out of 5, and the one thing that's really the best thing about the film that I didn't even mention yet is that the shots they're painting-esque. There's picturesque, and then it's like, this is so beautiful, it could be like a Renaissance painting.
Oh, really?
Just throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that definitely adds a lot to it.
Yeah, just breathtaking visually, where it felt like it took a story that's like, it needs to be elevated and accomplish that through the visual presentation of it. Because like it is. It's a story that's stood the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Went from literature to plays all the way to like, it
actually, I mean, it was written as a play.
Shakespeare
was only really a playwright. Yeah.
So someone adapted it to book after.
Well, I guess, or maybe it was both. But he wrote it to perform at the Globe Theater.
That makes sense, and I think I did know that. I just got carried away.
You did get carried away.
Sometimes I say things. I'll start a sentence and I just
know where it's going.
I just hope I find the ending along the way, and that's what happened there. But yeah, check that out. I think it's on Amazon Prime, and let me know your thoughts down below. And tell Dad Man if he need to watch it, because spoiler alert, he hasn't.
I know me watch someday.
He just lied. Yet. He lied the whole episode, letting you guys think that he watched it.
Well, he read the graphic novel.
He did.
I even admitted
so he gets partial credit for that. And send money us now.
I think we're going to change the human fund
to the global fund.
No, the people's fund.
People have called me the people's champ.
I've been using the human fund, and it's copyrighted, and it's not by us.
Fuck.
So we have to change it.
Look at what you guys made.
Normally we'd have to give that money back, but we don't know how, so we're just going to
keep it. Yeah. I mean, that does keep it simple and no mistakes.
True.